What if we told you that elegance doesn't come in just one size? That curves can be classy, powerful, and go viral? Meet Classy Kirtii, a rising force on Instagram who's changing the game in fashion and modeling, one confident post at a time. With her radiant style, unapologetic self-love, and message of body positivity, she's breaking barriers, inspiring thousands, and redefining what beauty looks like in the 21st century. But Kirtii is more than just a pretty face with killer poses. She's a brand, a movement, a woman turning her platform into a runway of empowerment and authenticity. So, how did she go from everyday girl to fashion influencer and plus-size modeling icon? What's the story behind her signature confidence, her rising fame, and her unstoppable energy? Stick around, because in the next few minutes, you'll discover everything about the woman behind the glam, her journey, her roots, her passions, and why the world is watching her next move. Before the filters, the fans, and the fashion, there was Kirtii, grounded, inspired, and determined. Classy Kirtii was born and raised in India, a country where traditional beauty standards have long dominated both media and society. But from a young age, Kirtii stood out, not just for her looks, but for her vibrant personality and boldness. Growing up in a middle-class family, she was often told to tone it down or fit in. But Kirtii had other plans. Whether it was school presentations, college events, or casual outings, she always brought flair and energy that people couldn't ignore. She studied in a fairly conservative environment where fashion was seen more as a luxury than an identity. Yet, she never shied away from expressing herself. Fashion wasn't just about looking good. It was her way of claiming space in a world that didn't always welcome curves. From borrowing her mom's saris to experimenting with bold lipsticks in secret, young Kirtii was already curating a visual identity long before hashtags and likes were a thing. Little did anyone know, this same girl, once considered too much for the room, would go on to inspire thousands with her confidence, poise, and presence. So, how did she go from a girl next door to a global influencer with a devoted fanbase? Kirtii's journey on Instagram began like most, with a few selfies, outfit of the day snaps, and casual stories. But what set her apart early on was the authenticity she brought. She didn't try to fit into the mold. She broke it. Her content started to catch attention, not because she followed trends, but because she owned them in her unique, curvy way. Every post radiated confidence, charisma, and a clear message. Beauty isn't one size fits all. By 2021, her following began to skyrocket. A viral reel showcasing her in a traditional lehenga with modern styling got shared across pages, brands, and blogs. Suddenly, Kirtii wasn't just that stylish girl from Instagram. She was a brand. Her username, Classy Kirtii, became a mantra for many women who had never seen someone like themselves being celebrated online. She filled a gap in the influencer space, a plus-size Indian model who is loud, proud, and fashionable. Today, Kirtii's Instagram is a vibrant collage of bold outfits, brand partnerships, empowering captions, and slice-of-life moments that keep followers coming back. But fame didn't change her. It only amplified her mission, to be a mirror for those who feel invisible in the mainstream. She's not just taking pictures, she's making a statement. Once her social media presence gained momentum, modeling opportunities started knocking. But Kirtii was selective. She didn't want to be tokenized or treated like a trend. She wanted representation with purpose. Her first few shoots were self-styled. Then came collaborations with plus-size friendly Indian brands that saw the power of her reach and message. From ethnic wear to contemporary fashion, Kirtii brought her signature elegance to every frame. But perhaps more important than any campaign was her message of body positivity. In a world obsessed with size zero aesthetics, she reminded people that beauty comes in all shapes and sizes. Through her captions and stories, Kirtii often discusses fat phobia in fashion, the struggles of shopping as a plus-size woman, confidence tips for curvy girls, mental health and self-worth. She doesn't just model clothes. She models confidence. And for thousands of girls scrolling through Instagram, Seeing someone who looks like them and loves herself loudly? That's game-changing. Kirtii's work isn't just personal, it's political. She challenges brands to include Curvy sizes. She calls out double standards in influencer marketing. And most importantly, she gives visibility to women who've long been sidelined. Kirtii has become a voice, not just a face. And in doing so, she's sparked a ripple effect of self-acceptance and celebration. Fashion isn't just about clothes. For Kirtii, it's a form of freedom. If there's one thing fans agree on, it's that Classy Kirtii knows how to serve a look. Her fashion choices are bold, unapologetic, and always on point. Think body-hugging dresses, traditional saris with a twist, oversized sunglasses, neon cords, and edgy Indo-Western fusions. She doesn't follow trends, she curates her own. Kirtii has worked with brands that support inclusivity, such as homegrown fashion labels offering extended sizes, makeup and skincare brands that promote diversity, ethnic wear stores that embrace curves in traditional outfits. She's also a master of high-low styling, pairing budget-friendly pieces with high-end glam, making fashion more accessible and relatable. On her stories, she often shares behind the scenes of shoots, outfit breakdowns, confidence-building style tips. Her Classy Curvy picks, a popular series among her fans. With each collab, Kirtii ensures she aligns with brands that match her values. It's not just about the money, it's about impact. And whether she's strutting in a sari or slaying in streetwear, her message stays the same. You don't need to change your body to fit fashion. Change the fashion to fit your body. When she's not modeling or influencing, who is Kirtii behind the screen? Behind the glam, Classy Kirtii is refreshingly down-to-earth. She's known to spend weekends watching classic Bollywood movies, experimenting with DIY makeup, dancing to retro hits in her living room, sipping chai while answering fan DMs. She's a huge foodie, often reviewing local cafes and showing off her home-cooked meals. Her followers adore her culinary experiments and late-night snack stories. Some fun facts about Kirtii. She's obsessed with floral prints. Her go-to confidence booster? A red lipstick and some loud music. She's an advocate for mental health, frequently speaking about anxiety, burnout, and self-care. She believes in manifestation and journaling as tools for personal growth. Her authenticity is her superpower. She doesn't pretend to be perfect. She shows up as she is, and that's what makes her relatable and real. So, where does a powerhouse like Kirtii go from here? Kirtii is just getting started. With a growing fan base and increasing media attention, she's planning to launch her own fashion line for curvy women, start a podcast or YouTube channel focusing on beauty, body image, and desi culture, collaborate internationally with size-inclusive brands, conduct workshops for young aspiring influencers. But perhaps her biggest achievement is the community she's built. From DMs thanking her for confidence tips to young girls tagging her in outfit recreations, Kirtii has become a source of light for many. She's proving that influence isn't about being popular, it's about being purposeful. And her legacy? It's one of courage, creativity, and change. Classy, curvy, confident. Kirtii is more than a name, she's a movement. If her story inspired you, don't just scroll past, celebrate her journey. Follow Classy Kirtii on Instagram for daily doses of fashion, empowerment, and realness. Speech balloon, drop a comment below telling us your favorite Kirtii look or what confidence tip you learned today. Bellhop Bell, subscribe to our channel for more influencer bios and inspiring stories from the fashion world. And remember, no matter your shape, size, or style, confidence is always in fashion.